Hi, I'm Mike Thomas, and you're watching MediaPlex News Now YouTube Edition. In today's edition, I'll be spending 5 minutes with Margaret Corio, the 2011 campaign chair for the United Way, Windsor, Essex. Who is Margaret Corio?
Well, I'm Regional Vice President for RBC. I'm responsible for retail banking here in Windsor, Essex, and delighted to be chosen or asked to be the United Way Cabinet Chair for this year's campaign.
Oh, excellent. We're so glad to have you. How does one become the 2011 campaign chair for United Way? How does that happen? Must be a long line?
Well, you know, I was asked to be a part of United Way by some of the principals at United Way, and I was, quite flattered to be asked, because I'm sure there's lots of people who would love to spearhead this important campaign. But at the end of the day, United Way is a very important campaign here in Windsor, Essex. The community needs the United Way. It's a great commitment of time. But again, when you're taking a look at Windsor, Essex and the need of our community, I felt that I needed to do this for Windsor, Essex.
Absolutely. How do you like it so far?
I'm loving it. Like I said before, it's a lot of work. We're trying to tell our story in the community, tell our story that Windsor, Essex still needs the support of their generosity. We need them to support United Way. But at the end of the day, it's become a labor of love.
Oh, sure. How's the campaign going to date?
It's going well. We have a $5 million campaign goal. So far, we have raised $1 million. But having said that, there are many, many employers who have not started their workplace campaigns yet.
Okay.
So again, it's very much in line with what we've seen in the past. But again, we just really want to express that the community needs their support.
Very good. Does the Windsor economy still present a challenge to the fundraising?
Absolutely. When we take a look at Windsor, Essex, the community is still in. We're still going through a tough time. I mean, so we've turned things around, but there's still a lot less people working. However, Windsor is such a generous community, and regardless of what the residents seem to be going through, they seem to find the resources to help those in need, those that are the most vulnerable in our community.
Very good. There's been a demographic shift in Windsor. There's less of the same types of jobs, of course, and I mean like the high-paying jobs, and that's come out a few times over the last couple of years. There is more retirees, younger retirees, but retirees. Their youth out there is making less money, and in some cases, no money. How has the United Way reacted to this change, and is it working?
It is working. United Way has had to change in the past few years. We really changed from being an organization that just supported X number of agencies to really supporting 3 priorities. And a lot of times we hear it referred to as the United Way's priorities, but really it's Windsor, Essex priorities. It's what we need in our community. So it's basic needs, it's helping families, and it's creating thriving neighborhoods. So we've made a shift there as well. And we're finding that the community is rallying behind that because it makes sense. A lot of times we have charities that we want to support, but when children are going hungry, that becomes a priority. And I believe that because of the change that United Way has made, we're having new donors come forward saying, you know what, I hear the cry, we need to help, and we're willing to help, and we want to donate to United Way, perhaps those that haven't in the past.
Okay, very good. So, that was an excellent. Is there any other message you want to send out to the viewers today? Absolutely.
United Way needs your support. We need you to really think about putting your resources together and supporting the United Way that really is targeting the most vulnerable in our society. If we don't help those that are most vulnerable today, it becomes bigger problems, not only for them personally, but for us as, for our community as a whole. So really asking you to really view the United Way as, as that foundation that's going to help those that are most vulnerable in Windsor, Essex.
Great. You know what, thank you so very much, Margaret, for spending 5 minutes today with us at the MediaPlex.
It's my absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Today's weather, partly cloudy with a high of 6 degrees Celsius. Friday, high of 6, low of 2 with some clouds. Saturday, we can expect a high of 13 and a low of 5. Sunday will be cloudy with sunny breaks, a high of 15 and low of 9. I'm Mike Thomas, and you've been watching MediaPlex News Now YouTube Edition.